Lesson 153.
Por favor.
Well, Antonio, we know that this is an idiom, and we know that idioms often have a literal meaning and then a sort of an idiomatic meaning that's different from the literal meaning. Does por favor have a literal meaning that you could tell us about?
Yes. Por favor literally would just mean for favor or as a favor, do this. But we don't really do it that way in English. In English, we just say, please.
Well, sometimes in English we say things like, could you do me a favor?
Yes, but that's different.
But it serves as something
yes.
sort of like saying please, doesn't it?
That's true. That's true.
Like if I said to someone, could you do me a favor and help me lift this? That's sort of like saying, please, could you help me lift this?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's how I would put it.
It has a similar content of what you want to express to the other person.
Yes.
Okay.
But for now, just learn that please translates to por favor.
Right. We don't really need to worry so much about the literal meaning. It's just the idiomatic meaning that we're mainly interested in.
Yeah.
Let's look at our exercises together. In exercise number 1, yo quiero huevos means I want eggs, and por favor means please. So, I want eggs, please. In number 2, nosotros queremos means we want, comer means to eat, ahora means now, and por favor means please. So, we want to eat now, please. In number 3, puedes means you are able, hacer means to do or to make, desayuno means breakfast, para mí means for me, and por favor means please. This is a question, so we'll translate it as, are you able to make breakfast for me, please? Or, can you make breakfast for me, please? In number 4, we have a me gusta type statement. The subject of the sentence is an infinitive. That's estar, which means to be. In la biblioteca, we'll translate that as at the library. The verb here is gusta, so what we have so far will say, to be at the library is pleasing. Me means to me, and the clarifying part of the sentence, a mí, that says to me also. So literally, number 4 might say something like this. To be at the library is pleasing to me. But we'll really translate it like this. I like to be at the library. In number 5, we have another example of a time when the subject of the sentence is an infinitive. Here it's the word ir, which means to go. A la playa means to the beach. Todas las semanas means every week. The verb here is gusta. So what we have so far will say this. To go to the beach every week is pleasing. Les means to them, and a ellos means to them also. So literally, number 5 might say something like this. To go to the beach every week is pleasing to them. Or, they like to go to the beach every week. In number 6, we have a question, and in this question we're addressing multiple people, the way you would in the Americas. The subject of the sentence is an infinitive, and that's comer, which means to eat. Huevos means eggs. The verb here is gusta, so what we have so far would say, to eat eggs is pleasing. Les means to y'all, and a ustedes means to y'all. If this were not a question, it might literally say something like this. To eat eggs is pleasing to y'all. But it is a question, so it will really say, do y'all like to eat eggs? In number 7, we have an infinitive as the subject of the sentence. Leer means to read. Los libros means the books. De mi padre means of my father. And a menudo means often. The verb here is gusta. Les means to them, and a ellos means to them. So literally, number 7 might say something like this. To read the books of my father, often, is pleasing to them. But what it will really say is, they like to read my father's books often. In number 8, yo necesito means I need. Hacer means to do or to make. Desayuno means breakfast. Para mis niños means for my children. And ahora means now. So number 8 will say, I need to make breakfast for my children now. Number 9 is really 2 sentences. In the first sentence, el parque means the park, and that's the subject of the sentence. The verb is encanta, so what we have so far would say the park is enchanting, and then me means to me. In the clarifying part of the sentence, a mí, that also means to me. So the first part of number 9 will say, the park is enchanting to me, or I love the park. In the second part of number 9, the subject is also el parque, or the park. The verb is gusta, so the subject and the verb will say, the park is pleasing. Te means to you, and a ti means to you also. También means also. So this question, which is the second part of number 9, literally it might say this: is the park pleasing to you also? Or, do you like the park also? In number 10, el perro quiere means the dog wants, and mi cena means my dinner. So, the dog wants my dinner.